Hi, MorningStar. Join me. Impromptu. Atishkotea na he. Ho! Atushkotea na ea. Heshotea na. I don't own the rights to this music. Hatushikotea! Atushkotea! One more time. Atushkotea! Atushkotea pa! Sobre ti shikatea na na hatea pa atuto shikatea na ha sobre ti apa o shikatea na ishikatea ua hata shika breathe ate no shikatea ano ya sorry. Oh my God. Oh, why if I need that suitcase? Power is flooding in, man. It's in the front hall. Just breathe and receive. Ishikana. Perfect. Thank you so much. And here we go. If you're watching this, just breathe. Just breathe. There is some awesome stuff happening right now. I'm getting drunk. Ooh. Energy is flooding in. Energy is just like a water faucet. A water spigot is turned on. My hands are lit. Energy coming out of this chakra. Otoshikotea naha. Otshiboretika jatu. Rotoshikotea pa. Otoshikotea na. Ateata ea ea. Aka. Ikashakatea totoshikotea. It's like they've taken already on a journey, and I see these like light beings, and there's like the multiverses, and you can see all these planets. Archangel Michael is right here. Oh my God, this is gonna be fun. Woo. Grandmother at the Tribal Council. So I'm going on a journey. There's like 2 galactic beings, and I'm like following them. Kundalini energy for Carla's 3D is coming up right here. Still, there's a release coming. It's right there, man. It's like a birthing. Breathe. Atashukya. There we go. And if you're having a hard time, even right now, to breathe, just the triangle. It's an instantaneous chakra alignment with rainbow. Ishikate no. Imagine it, see it, feel it, and step through. Seeing the sun like a huge sunflower. Oh man, it is so ripe and so many seeds. Thousands, they said millions upon millions of seeds. There is an attunement, there's alignment. I mean, when I go with this and you see my head moving around and things are happening, man. Indigo blue. Sky blue on top. There we go. Wow, there you go. Wow, that was a heart chakra opening right there. Whoa. Feeling some lightning here. Still feeling the Kundalini energy. It's here. Breathe. Hatusha. Ishotuyo no ishikonea. Notu shikitioa. Hayutushio noya. It's almost like feeling like pulling in, like that pulling in of a fifth ray density, just pulling it in. Ah, tushikate aua. Itsuburutea shikatea, moto shikatea aua yata. Whoa, wow, that was powerful. Holy smokes, Batman. Whoa. This is like resurrection life. This is like, I just saw a beautiful, who is it? Mother Mary energy coming down. And it's almost like when Jesus and the stone was rolled away, and he wasn't anymore in the grave, and he had risen up into his next density level. And it's like that. It's like that right now. We're being so set free. I personally am being set free from so many things, and it's incredible. It's very auspicious, and it's a very holy. It's holy. It's holy. No to ka besabara tishikateawa. Ishikatewa. There's like seeing sparks, orange, yellow coming down. Wow. So some of you have been in like a cave or been like in a closed environment. There has been an opening at the top for release. For release. For release. They're coming in and they're pulling you out of things that you didn't think you could get set free from. Coming in and helping you step out and come out and being birthed again and again and again. It's an ever-going process. That was so cool. Oh my God. So that was crazy cool. Oh my God, how exciting was that? Holy smokes. I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to do. So I don't know if anybody's been watching my my life being authentic and stuff. You know, I've been going through the hard. This past month was the worst. The worst. Dying, crying. Thoughts of, you know, horrid, just horrid, right? But in the last 2 days, even really in the last week, but really in the last 2 days, it was almost like, not almost, something has changed. Something broke off. My own birthing experience again of, it was like, it was almost like, you know, like I used to live down here, and moments of being brought back to when I used to live here, and I would have an awesome day, or I think about something, and everything was there, except I didn't have the partner. I didn't have a partner. So just like even like the day before yesterday, it was glorious down here. There was no humidity. It was just the most perfect day. Perfect. And I was like, you know, I'm working in the yard, and White Wolf is in here doing his thing, and you know, and all this stuff. And it was almost like this realization that spirit, it was almost like a full coming around circle moment of like, oh my God, here I am, whether it was 5 years or 6 years. And then it happened. And that was 2 days ago. It's like, oh my God, the very thing that my heart's cry, my heart's desire manifested so much on so many levels. But it was like there were some proponents, some things, i.e. White Wolf, that wasn't there in my life yet. But I came around, it came around. And then it was just almost like a, you know, like a shedding with new eyes, right? And it was like, oh my God, a realization. Wow. The very thing I prayed about and asked God about, and asked Spirit about, in the great I Am presence, they did it. They did it. They did it. And then yesterday was again, it was like, oh my, it was almost like, whoa, wait a minute. Am I on planet Earth? Because I've been really hitting bottom. I mean, I don't think I'd ever hit bottom like I had hit bottom in the last month. And if you're in that spot, we'll say and send out a blessing and prayer for you. Grandma, this is right now. Ato shikatea na ate ato shikatea na ato to shikatea mo ataya mo ato shikatea ma ato shikatea ishotatea watana iatayo ate shikatea na. It's like an eagle claw coming. So when baby eaglets are pushed out of the nest by the parents for that initial free fall experience, right? Did you? I don't know if y'all know that or not, but that's what happens to baby eagles. They get kicked out of the nest. The mother, right? The baby eaglet can't even. They don't even have like fully developed wings yet. They're like free falling, right? Mother eagle comes under, catches them, you know, lands on, I don't know. Read this story, Google it, I don't know. But anyway. And again, and this happens again and again and again until one day the baby eagle got the wings out, and it's like, oh, there's the, you know, there's the wind, there it is, right? And then the baby eagle is flying. But that's a key thing, isn't it, about getting pushed out of the nest, getting pushed out of our comfort zone. Life is hard. Life is hard, guys. It's hard. Some of us have had experiences. They've been pretty shitty. They've been pretty horrific. And we survived them. We survived them. I survived mine. I survived my childhood. And in the last month, I thought, I'm not going to survive me. I'm not going to survive me. There were so many things inside of me that it was like, I am my own worst enemy. I am my own worst problem. You know, besides all of the other external stuff and stuff from the past and all this stuff, I always try to keep it real and try to keep it just whatever. But when you are in those moments and you are beyond thinking that I am beyond help, and that's where I was in the last month and a half, I thought, y'all, if y'all heard my last live, you know, I don't even have to go there. I was like, fuck this, fuck that. I'm like, you know, right? And I'm like, so I was out probably about, I'll tell you what, it was the night before that happened. 3 days ago at night, I stepped outside to have a cigarette, and I'm gonna light one right now. And I just looked up at the stars, and I said, I've had enough. If you don't help me, and it's not going to happen, I want to feel empowered again. I want to come back into my confidence, my authority, and my power. My own individual key signature authority, power. So I have those talks when I go out. I go out and talk to the great I am outside, look at the stars. So if you're going through it, if you're going through it, here's the what's that thing called? The ring, the lifeguards thing. It's going to be okay. If you are been adrift and cast out on rough seas, guys, tough seas. I saw a meme, was it yesterday? It might have been this morning, of orcas in rough Atlantic seas. Those creatures are built for that. I mean, they're cruising through the boats would be like, oh, right? And the orcas are like, man, they are made for that weather. They are made for that type of water, right? The toughness of their skin, and they're not afraid of that. That's right. So it's like, okay, well, source spirit, your majesty, and in the great I am, toughen up my skin, toughen up our skins, give us tougher skins. I don't know how else to say it. Resilience, the ability. I don't necessarily want to use the word shapeshift, but the ability to just own it, right? Own it. I know there have been other metaphors that I've used over the past couple of years, of learning to be the surfer, learning to, to ride the wave, learning different things, right? And that all is true, and it's all real, and it teaches us. It's a beautiful visual to teach us aspects of learning, growing up in spirit, as divine says. It's almost like the baby eagle, right? That's the theme today. Getting kicked out of the nest, in our comfort zones. We don't even know at times that we're in our comfort zones. We don't even know at times that we're hiding, or we just don't. Sometimes we don't see our blind side at times. I don't care how much shadow work you do and how much all the stuff. We do it, right? I've done it. We're doing it. But sometimes we're so blindsided. We don't see at times within our own 3D the big picture of where they're taking us, of what they're having to instill and impart and come up like rods, like steel, like that gold refined in fire, to make us have the ability, like orcas in horrendous seas in like the Atlantic Ocean, when I'm, and have that ability. They're not afraid. They're not afraid. They're having fun. They're made for that. So spirit, bless us. Bless us this day. Bless us. Help us. Help us in our weaknesses. Help us when we're afraid. Help us when we think we can't go on. One more moment. One more step. And if you've been watching my lives, you've known I always had that one more step. Okay, now grandmother's telling me to switch it up. So here's this awesome day, right? So earlier today, guess what happens? Step out of the Jeep, twist my knee. Twist my fucking knee. I am limping now at the grocery store. Limping. Can't walk. Like limping. Limping. So get home, kick around in the water a little bit, and it's perfectly fine now. And it was like, oh my God, right? Okay, now, right before this feed, what I thought was a bug bite the night before last. So I'm, brushing my hair and whatever. I have a fucking nodule. I'm gonna go get it checked out because I'm worried. But I got a fucking nodule that's about the size of this knuckle right here. And I'm like, seriously? Really? And it was like, if I think I had found that 3 days ago or last week, I would have said, fuck, okay, fine, whatever. I'm like, fine. What's going to happen now, right? It's like, what else could happen? But today I'm laughing. It's a beautiful day. It's a perfect day. It is. And even with that, it still is. Then he's fine. Now. It wasn't fine earlier, but it is fine now. And I did say a prayer, and I was like, and I do this lots of times, and I have been practicing on healing my body of various things, whether I don't care, guys. I don't care if it's a toenail. I don't care what it is. I speak to source, and I'm like, what, y'all, pulling out that southern y'all, you hold the stars in the heaven. You put the planet, you got everything going. You can't heal. You can't heal this. You can't just heal it. Seriously? You can't just heal it? Or I go to bed at night and I'll speak to my DNA and I'll be like, okay, reboot. Reboot. And I'm not going to be able to say it, but hold on. White Wolf. What was the thing we watched on YouTube last night? Greg Braden in the molecular DNA and all of these multi-languages, and check it out on YouTube. It's absolutely phenomenal. I took a picture of it. Let me see. This is important. This is very important. Let me see. Try to find it here. Couldn't find it on my phone, but it's okay. It's probably my favorite list. But anyway, so Gray Braden finds this book that's only been put into English one time. And it is all of the languages across the entire world. When they put all of the numbers and all of the DNA coding and match the numbers and do all that scientific kind of stuff, written on our DNA is... Jacob, can you please help me try to remember the exact phrase? White Wolf. Do you remember it?
No. It's like, it talked about how God was within every human being, within us.
Yes, that I am in human form. It's basically along that line. That it's literally written in the DNA code of us. I am human. I am in human form. Something along those lines. And if I find it, I'll post it on I Am Movement. But it was just like, I was laying in bed and I was like, oh my God. And I love those confirmations, and I love hearing things and seeing things. And that's the other thing that's really stepped up. In the last couple of days, the synchronicities. Needing this, and it happens. Wanting this, and it happens. I love when that stuff is happening. Sorry, my lips are dry. My lips are dry. I'm putting some lipstick on. Alexa, play some calm meditation music. I know, I'm a little bit all over the board today. I wasn't planning on coming live. I answered the call. Alexa, next. So anyway, Alexa, next. Stay with me. Bear with. Alexa, play Peter Cater.
Here's some music by Peter Cater on Amazon Music.
So I'm going to share the cards that White Wolf pulled from me today personally, because I was like, after finding this on the back of my head, I was like, I'm gonna pull some cards. I said I'm supposed to go live, but I'm like, it had it been last week, I think I would have just gotten into bed and pulled the covers over my head and said, the heck with it. So anyway, so this is what White Wolf pulled for me today. These are Heaven's Remembrance.
Talking to heaven.
Talking to heaven, sorry. This is White Wolf's area, not mine. But, so here's the cards, and this is what he pulled. As a soul, I can be in several places at once. And we can, can't we? Isn't that gorgeous? I love these cards. Oh, okay. So grandmother's like, do this one first. So this was like the first card. The same deck. My death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. And I was like, that doesn't resonate with, I didn't really, I'm like, and I was like, oh shit, I've been going through the dying process. I've been dying. My flesh has been dying. That's what we all do when we shed skin. When Kundalini comes over and we shed, and guess what happened yesterday? A huge snake was in the front yard. I'm like, oh my God, another synchronistic sign. Anyway, I was like, oh my God, my death was painless. Please don't worry or hold on to guilt. I'm like, yeah, dying, dead. I don't know. Next card, same deck. We are so connected. We are so connected. This is from the Kuan Yin deck. Look at that. Oasis of hope. The successes that seem impossible are all the more precious for their unlikelihood. The successes that seem impossible are all the more precious for their unlikelihood. These are reminders of divine power, the triumph of hope, of winning against the odds. We're winning against the odds, all of us. Remember that life thrives, hidden even in the desert. Do not give up hope. Believe in the inevitability of your beautiful destiny. That is spot on. I needed to hear that today. White Buffalo, now is the time. Now is the time to be open to what will be. Embrace your destiny, beloved. It is calling you forward, even whilst it is hurtling towards you. Embrace your destiny, beloved. It is calling you forward, even whilst it is hurtling towards you. Your time is now. So in the energy that was at the beginning of this, and that pulling, right? We're pulling in the next density, right? We're pulling it in, having that visual. And then it says what? Not only are we pulling in, it's hurtling, it's coming after us. Our destiny is coming for us. So when we are dying and we are shedding skin and we are beyond ourselves, unrecognizable, don't give up hope. I thought I did. I really did. There was a couple weeks here I thought, I'm done. I'm so done. But they didn't leave me there. They're not going to leave you there either. They're going to bring you through. They're going to bring us through to be stronger, wiser. the ability to handle ever so much more. Apeke bishkotea. There's a flow. So they just showed me like this beautiful mirror. Like earlier, it was like this cave or an urn with the top popped open, right? And then Mother Mary was coming down, right? And there were, I think I saw like 3 or 4, and it did. It reminded me of Jesus rising from the dead. And now they just showed me this beautiful mirror. Reflective mirror.